Good afternoon. Oh gosh, all right, I'm so sorry. We welcome you to our annual induction ceremony. We are pleased to have inductees, parents, friends, and guests here today. Membership in the National Honor Society is a great honor bestowed upon the students by the faculty. We are honored to have you here with us now to share this important event. As the president of the Uniontown Area High School National Honor Society, I am pleased to accept these candidates. Your presence here signifies you have proven yourself worthy of our high school. You have been recognized for your scholastic efforts and achievements and the promise they contain of continued excellence. The object of the Uniontown chapter of the National Honor Society is to hold before the student body an example that encourages other students to develop studious habits and to enlist in worthy service to our school and community.
The membership of the Uniontown chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities held in high esteem of the society. On our stage is one lit candle representing the society's torch. The torch symbolizes the eternal light of knowledge. That candle is flanked by 4 unlit candles representing scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Each of the 4 areas represents so many unique aspects. To be inducted into our chapter of the National Honor Society, each member has successfully demonstrated their commitment to these ideals. As we hear our current members describe each area, please listen carefully to the meaning of each principle. You must possess a sincere interest in upholding the values of the National Honor Society. It is your duty and responsibility to exhibit these qualities throughout your high school years. And hopefully, through this enriching experience, you will carry these ideals throughout your lifetime.
The National Honor Society was established by the National Association of Secondary School Principals in 1921, with the hope that this organization would recognize and encourage academic achievement while also developing other characteristics essential to citizens in a democracy. These ideals of scholarship, leadership, service, and character remain as relevant today as they were in 1921. The National Honor Society outlines procedures to be followed to remain an active member of good standing. Scholarship refers to each member's commitment to their education. Most importantly, new members should ensure their commitment to the organization by meeting all the obligations of newly inducted members.
Once selected, all members are expected to maintain the standards by which they were selected. Members are required to attend the scheduled meetings and must make a commitment to the service projects outlined in the Constitution. All chapters are required to sponsor a chapter service project, and all members are expected to participate. In addition, each member must have an individual service project or commit to the various opportunities for projects offered through their chapter. The National Honor Society is founded upon the principles of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. In all your undertakings, may you always keep in mind these guiding principles.
A candle is but a simple thing. It starts with just a bit of string, yet dipped and dipped with patient hand, it gathers wax upon the strand. Until complete and snowing white, it gives at last a lovely light. Life seems so like that bit of string, each deed we do a simple thing. Yet day by day, if on life's strand, we work with patient heart and hand, it gathers joy, makes dark days bright, and gives at last a lovely light. And now our current members will describe the values of the National Honor Society. Ryan Lenhart will describe character.
Character is the force within each individual which distinguishes that person for others. It gives each one individuality and personality. It is the force of character which guides one through life. Once developed, character grows steadily. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant action and daily striving to make the right choice. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others. By demonstrating such qualities as reliability, honesty, and sincerity, we may hope to prove by example that we value character. Nicole Bavard will outline scholarship.
Scholarship means a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for education ends only with life. Knowledge is one great element in life, which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnished the lamp by which we read the past and the light which illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship. Ryan Lenhart will now specify leadership.
Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking the initiative in class and school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to maintain the same objective. The price of the leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interests for the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed and is thus a charge to each of our members and to the candidates. Danae Regula will detail service.
Service can be described in various ways. In the routine of the day's work, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work without monetary compensation or without recognition for the benefit of those in need is the quality we seek in our membership. We are asked to volunteer in our school and in our community. That work should be its own intrinsic reward. To know that we are helping others in need should give us a feeling of satisfaction. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities for the creation of a better tomorrow. Now, each of our candidates for induction will cite a quote depicting the meaning of each of these qualities.
Citizenship. I grew up with the idea that democracy is not something you believe in or a place you hang your hat, but it's something you do. You participate. If you stop doing it, democracy crumbles and falls apart. Abby Hoffman.
Character. If you will think about what you ought to do for other people, your character will take care of itself. Character is a byproduct, and any man who devotes himself to its own cultivation in his own case will become a selfish pig. Woodrow Wilson.
Service. Everyone can be great because anyone can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't even have to make your subject and your verb agree to serve. You only need a heart full of grace, a soul generated by love. Martin Luther King Jr.
Citizenship. Anytime we deny any citizen the full exercise of his constitutional rights, we are weakening our own claim to them. Dwight D. Eisenhower.
Leadership. One of the tests of leadership is the ability to recognize a problem before it becomes an emergency. Arnold Glasgow.
Character. The function of education is to teach one to think intensely and to think critically. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education. Martin Luther King, Jr.
Service. If for only half an hour a day, a child should do something serviceable for their community. George Bernard Shaw.
Leadership. There are two ways of spreading light, to be the candle or the mirror that reflects it. Edith Wharton.
Service. There is nothing to make you like other human beings so much as doing things for them. Zora Neale Hurston.
Leadership. Leadership is a combination of strategy and character. If you must be without one, be without the strategy. General H. Norman Schwarzkopf.
Character. Talent will get you to the top, but it takes character to keep you there. John Wooden.
Leadership. The real leader has no need to lead. He is content to point the way. Henry Miller.
Service. One great, strong, unselfish soul in every community could actually redeem the world. Elbert Hubbard.
Service. Those who are happiest are those who do the most for others. Booker T. Washington.
Character. It is our character that supports the promise of our future, far more than particular government programs or policies. William J. Bennett.
Service. What we have done for ourselves alone dies with us. What we have done for others in the world remains immortal. Albert Pine.
Leadership. Leadership consists not in degrees of technique, but in traits of character. It requires moral rather than athletic or intellectual effort, and it imposes on both leader and follower alike the burdens of self-restraint. Lewis H. Lapham.
Leadership. I used to think that running an organization was equivalent to conducting a symphony, but I don't think that's quite it. It's more like jazz. There's more improvisation. Warren Bennis.
Character. Few men have virtue to withstand the highest bidder. George Washington.
Service. Let us not be satisfied with just giving money. Money is not enough. Money can be got, but they need your hearts to love them, so spread your love wherever you go. Mother Teresa.
Character. Be more concerned with your character than your reputation. For your character is who you really are, and your reputation is merely a facade. John Wooden.
Leadership. Good leaders make people feel that they're at the very heart of things, not at the periphery. Everyone feels that he or she makes a difference to the success of the organization. When that happens, people feel centered, and that gives their work meaning. Warren G. Bennis.
Service. How wonderful it is that nobody need wait a single moment before starting to improve the world. Anne Frank.
Service. Some people give time, some money, some their skills and connections, some literally give their life's blood, but everyone has something to give. Barbara Bush.
Service. If every American donated 5 hours a week, it would equal a total of 20 million full-time volunteers. Whoopi Goldberg.
Character. Parents can only give good advice or put them on the right path, but the final forming of a person's character lies in their own hands. Anne Frank.
Character. The true measure of a man's character is how he treats someone that can do him absolutely no good. Samuel Johnson.
Candidates, please stand. The candidates will now take the pledge of our organization. I pledge to maintain my high scholastic standing.
I pledge to maintain my high scholastic standing.
To hold as fundamental and untarnished character.
To hold as fundamental and untarnished character.
To endeavor to be a leader.
To endeavor to be a leader.
To give of myself freely in service to others.
To give of myself freely in service to others.
In doing so, I shall prove myself worthy.
In doing so, I shall prove myself worthy.
Of membership in the National Honor Society.
Of membership in the National Honor Society.
Candidates, as I call your name, please step forward to receive your certificates up to the National Honor Society from Principals Mrs. Smearcheck and Mr. Mangus. Kaitlyn Adams. Jasmine Anderson. Ashlyn Barcheck. Abigail Bellina. Elizabeth Bogdewic. Gabrielle Burke. Theron Chiado. Madison Gibson. Alyssa Holt. Alayna Kopacka. Trinity Lax. Josephine Maher. Sarah Maldovan. Logan Maust. Carson McClintock. Mya Murray. Emily Parker. Joseph Pindrock. Stephanie Palando. Nolan Ranker. Andrew Schoner. Luke Smearcheck. Hannah Smith. McKayla Swaney. Cameron Thompson. Noah Trimmer. Lyndsi Urani. And Abigail White. We welcome all of you into our organization and trust that you will maintain and uphold the principles of the National Honor Society. Now Samantha Phillips will close with a poem.
Hold high the torch. You did not light its glow. 'Twas given to you by other hands, you know. 'Tis yours to keep it burning bright, yours to pass on when no more need light. For there are other feet that we must guide, and other forms go marching by our side. Their ours are watching every tear and smile, and efforts which we think not worth the while may be perhaps the very thing they need, actions to which their souls will take heed, so that in turn they'll hold it high and say, I saw it another way, I saw another carry it this way. This concludes the induction ceremony. We invite you to join us for refreshments in the cafeteria. Please follow the inductees out.
Thank you.